Hi everybody, it's Miraline, Delicious Delights. Today I will be reviewing the newest flanker from the Scandal collection by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is called Scandal Intense. And so I've been wearing this for the past little while, both on skin and on clothing. There's only 3 notes listed for the scent. Top note is ylang ylang, the middle note is vanilla, and base note is cardamom. But before I get into what I think this smells like, I first want to mention the bottle design. When I first saw this bottle, it automatically reminded me of another bottle. The bottle is not the same, but you know those up and down vertical lines on the Scandal bottle? It reminded me of Velvet Orchid from Tom Ford, which I think is now, if I'm not mistaken, is discontinued. After testing this, I don't find them similar, but yeah, I just am thinking of that bottle design from Tom Ford with the ridges in the bottle. So also, this is called Scandal Intense, and on my skin, this was definitely not intense. Not more intense than any of the other flankers, in my opinion. I think the most intense version of Scandal is the Scandal by Night, which I think is my favorite flanker, favorite version of Scandal, but I think they now discontinued it. But this one isn't very intense. I mean, the projection was average, longevity was average, 3-4 hours. It wasn't really a beast mode scent, so it could be my chemistry or my skin, I'm not sure, but it didn't really feel very intense on me, at least. So now let's get into what this smells like. So upon first sniff, I was reminded of other scents right away. Just like with the ridges on the bottle, I was reminded of the Tom Ford Velvet Orchid. With the scent here, the DNA of this scent is so familiar. I have smelled perfumes in this same family a lot, especially with the newer current release women's designer perfumes. There is just something in so many of them that I smell. There's connection with most of them. And so I think that's why a lot of people say everything is starting to smell the same. And I think this perfume kind of falls in that trap where it's not exactly the same as other fragrances, but you smell this, it's like you've smelled it before. It's familiar. And then when I looked at on Fragrantica, in that section where it says, this perfume reminds me of, there were so many, so many perfumes that were listed, or perfumes that it was compared to. So I wrote some down here. So this perfume has reminded people of Scandal Absolu, which is a previous flanker. Also Alien Goddess from Mugler. Also Paco Rabanne Fame in the robot bottle, the original one. Armani My Way Ylang Ylang. And the newest Gucci Bloom, I think it's the Parfum in the black bottle. And also Alien Extra Intense even. So there were also thumbs down with people disagreeing with those, but just the fact that so many of these new releases have been mentioned, or newer releases have been mentioned. Yeah, there's definitely a connection there. Something in it, an ingredient or a note or an accord that you just are so familiar with. And so for me personally, the scents that this scent reminded me of right away when it comes to new releases is that it reminded me of the Paco Rabanne Olympia Absolu, and that's a new release in the black bottle with the gold ring, kind of a gold ring design in the front. Also, the new Gucci Guilty Love Edition in that lilac purpley bottle. So yeah, the point is that it's familiar. It's not exactly the same as any of these scents, but it's very familiar. So therefore, for me, it's kind of redundant to own if you already own any of these fragrances that I mentioned. So the opening here, I get a creamy, sweet floral scent. The main floral note in here is ylang ylang, which is very thick and creamy, almost to the point of smelling a little bit coconutty, but not all the way there. I also smell some tuberose in here. It's not listed in the notes, but I'm also smelling a creamy, lush tuberose note as well. And along with that, we get some sweetness from some vanilla. And again, it's not listed in the notes, but I smell musk in here in the base. In the bottom here, it's like a heavier, thick, dense, musky note. So that's what I get in the opening. As this one dries down, I get a little bit of spiciness in here, a warm, spicy feeling, a warm, spicy vibe. There's cardamom in the base notes here, and I'm not necessarily thinking of cardamom, the spice itself, but there is something in here. It's giving it a little bit of a boost, of a kick, a warm, spicy kick without being too overwhelming or cloying. And also, it turns into a earthy, woody, musky scent with a warm vanilla sweetness and a warm tuberose ylang ylang floral scent. So that's basically what I get from Scandal Intense. Personally, I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. I do love the bottle design with the legs in the air and everything. I think it's a very cute bottle, very unique bottle. So yeah, basically, I mean, it's a pleasant scent. It doesn't smell bad or anything, but it's just so familiar to me. Just feeling like it's not that special, you know, it's not that unique. It doesn't really stick out from any of the other perfumes. From my collection, it wouldn't stick out except for maybe the bottle itself. But if I were to own something from this collection, if I can find a Scandal by Night bottle, I would probably go with that one. And is there anything else? Well, the So Scandal I thought was pretty as well. When I first tried it, I wasn't that impressed, but over time it did grow on me. But yeah, this one I will not be adding to my collection, even though the bottle is adorable. I just am not feeling anything with it. It wouldn't be for me at all. So this is a pass for me. But I would love to hear what you guys think about the scent. Have you tried it? Also, which is your favorite version of Scandal? I would love to hear about that as well. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.